Good day everyone. So in this video, I will just demonstrate how to use the um, PhpMyAdmin and of course using the SAM control panel. Okay, so you just have to launch the SAM control panel and then you have to start the Apache and the MySQL. After that, if you want to go to PhpMyAdmin, you just have to click admin button here or just go directly to your web browser and type localhost phpMyAdmin. Localhost phpMyAdmin. So we are now ready to create a new database. So just click here, new. Okay, so our database name would be dbms msit 202. Okay, and then just click create. Okay, so we have already here dbms dbmsit2. So now let's create a table. So the table name is say PBL colleges, and then there are three columns. So the call ID, the college code, and the college. So we will just use three columns for this table. Okay. So we have the call ID, college code, we have the college. We also have to change this one. We have to change the data type to varchar, and then varchar. It means we are going to input a string, and then the size is 10 for this one, 10. Sorry, this should be 10, and then this is 100. After that, we are going to set this one, the call ID, to auto increment. So it will automatically become primary key, since this will serve as the unique identifier of our table. So you just have to click the create or save here, down here. Okay, so we already have here. Okay, so call ID. So as you can see here, it is the primary key of this table. If you want to insert a record, just go to the insert tab. Okay, and insert record. If you want to modify this table, okay, you will just click the check all here, and then you're going to click the change here. But if you want to change a specific or to modify a specific column, okay, you just have to click the change here. Okay, so now we are going to let's try to do it. So check all and then change. So you will just modify the um, existing columns. Okay. Now if you want to insert a record, just go to insert tab. Okay, and insert a record. If you want to rename the table, example, nagkamali ka sa pangalan, just go to Operations tab and here, rename table to then the desired name. Okay, so now let's insert at least two records. So in here, I will insert. So in call ID, since this is an auto increment, you don't need to insert any value. Okay, so let's proceed to college ID. Say CICS, then College of Information and Computing Sciences. And then we also have here CIT, CTED, College of Teacher Education. And then just click um, go. Okay, yeah. So we have inserted um, two records in our TBL colleges. So you can click TBL colleges here. So as you can see here, we have entered two records. Okay. So now let's create also a table TBL students, and then afterwards we are going to create a foreign key. So In here, I will create a table again, new table, TBL students. So TBL students, the table name is TBL students. So how many columns here? I have 4, yeah. And afterwards, we are going to add another column. So we have the student number, last name, middle, first name, middle name. So we will set the last name until middle name, okay, into varchar, and then 50, 50, and then in here we are going to set the student number as the primary key of this record, or of this table rather. That this will uniquely identify each record or each row in this table. Since student number, as a policy, there is no duplicated student number. So we will set this one as primary key, okay, and then just click go, and then let's click save. So we have successfully created TBL students. Now let's try to insert two records, at least two records. So in here we have um, student number, but before that we should connect, or we should create a relationship between TBL students and TBL colleges. Okay, so I will also teach you how to add a column in TBL students. So just go to structure, so TBL students, okay, then structure. Okay, so here we will add another column after middle name. So we will add new column, and then this is the foreign key, okay, of this table. So foreign key, so the value of foreign key will come from TBL colleges dun sa kanyang call ID na column. So yun lang, iset din lang natin siya ng call ID. So the foreign key and primary key should have the same data type, and even in same field size, or the same length. Okay, so in here in table colleges, anyway, pag hindi mo nilagyan ng length ito, it will be automatically it will set to like this one. Okay, it will set to 11. Let me see the structure here. Yan, 11. 11 is the default um, field size of integer, so that's the maximum. Okay, so in here sa ating design, okay, so we will add college ID or call ID as the foreign key in TBL students. Okay, we will be using this one to create a relationship between TBL students and TBL colleges. Okay, so let's click this one, save, and then there we already have call ID. So we will set the call ID as the foreign key. So how to do that? So if you are already here, TBL students, and then we will go to structure, and then relation view, here relation view. So we are going to select what column. So call ID will be the foreign key. So it will link to TBL colleges. So automatic yan, mahanap niya yung call ID. Ayan. And then just click save. Okay. So we have successfully created the foreign key. So if you go here in TBL students, makikita niya sa baba, sa structure niya, okay, you can see here, okay, call ID. So call ID din po dito. Okay. So now, let's insert record in TBL students. Insert record in TBL students. So here, student number, let's say 20-200, sorry, 20-2001. Then, sorry, since our student number is string, so the student number should be varchar. Okay, student number should be varchar. So let's just change this one. Okay. Let's just use this to um, varchar, and then you just, let's say 20, 20, or I think 10 is enough for a student number. Okay, so let's now insert a record in TBL students. So here, 20 plus 20001. So we have Magay, Jake. So in here, since naka-connect na siya sa ating TBL colleges, you just have to choose dito. Okay? So only the values that are existing in TBL colleges, okay, can be used in call ID. Kasi it creates the parent to child relationship. The parent is from TBL colleges because that's the primary key, and the child is um, found in TBL students. Okay? So because that's a foreign. So sa ICS, then uh, go. Okay? Yan. So let's add one more. So 20-20-2002. Let's say here, seated, click go. Okay, so let's browse our table students. There. We already have two records. Now, let's create a view for the two tables. Okay, so just go to SQL and then we will create a view. So, yung view natin, ginagamit siya to combine two or more tables. So, records can be retrieved from two or more tables, or even a single table. Okay, but usually views are used to combine the records from multiple tables. Okay, of course, those tables must be related with each other using the primary key and foreign key. So let's create a view. So create view. So v students as, and then select. So tbl students dot student number, tbl students dot last name, comma. So we just have to separate the field, okay, with comma. And then we have the tbl students dot first name, tbl students dot middle name, and tbl colleges dot college code, tbl colleges dot um, college. So just have to specify that the table, okay, which the data will come from. Okay, you just have to identify the table, and then okay. So since you have enumerated all the columns here, ang next na gagawin natin is you are going to indicate kung ano talaga yung table. So since data or the columns are from table students and TBL colleges, so we just have to insert here from. So we are going to retrieve these records from TBL colleges and TBL students. Okay, where, so this time we are going to create the link. Okay, so where TBL students dot call ID equals TBL students dot TBL colleges, TBL colleges dot call ID. Okay, so now let's click go. Yeah, so we have successfully created our view here. So it creates additional node. So ahead from table, we have views here also. I will browse TBL these students. Okay, yan. So yung laman ng view, okay, are stored in TBL colleges and TBL students. It doesn't create additional storage. It will just, so views are used only for retrieving or displaying records from multiple tables. Okay. Another one is to create an alias of these tables. Okay, so let's create a similar structure, okay, similar view, but we will use alias. Okay, so let's try. So just go to select, to SQL rather, and let's create another view. So create view, sorry, view v students 2. So ito yung mayroon siyang alias as, say, select s. So this one is a user-defined table name or the user-defined alias. So S, I will just use S for student or for table students, and I will just use C for table colleges. So S dot student, S dot student number, S dot last name, S dot first name, S dot middle name, C dot college code, C dot college from TBL students. So S, so you will specify it, so TBL student siya. So ano ang alias niya? S. And then from TBL colleges, ang alias niya ay C. Because you use C here and you use S here. So yan yung kanya nilang mga alias. C, okay? Where, yun din, C, where S dot call ID equals C dot call ID. Okay, so napapansin nyo, pareho lang sila doon sa vStudents natin kanina. Ito lang kasi ay gumamit tayo ng alias. So let's try to save our query. Yan. So if you click vStudents here, okay, so pareho lang silang laman. Okay, so if you want to to check, okay, yung kanyang SQL dito, punta lang tayo sa ating structure and then edit view. So makikita mo dito yung nilagay mo dito na uh, SQL statement kanina. Yan. So, meron i-join niya using, of course, using yung ating uh, primary key and foreign key. So, ganun din sa ating vStudents. If you click this one and then go to structure and then click edit view, yan. Ganun din. So, makita nyo, gumamit siya ng alias. Okay? So, we have created table, database. We have created 2 tables and we have created also views. Okay? The other view, okay, we use alias and yung isa naman ay yung table name ang ginamit natin. Okay? This one. But they have the same records. Okay? So, that's all for this video.